Now, people are telling me it's Monday. People are talking. It's morning.
And I've heard through the grapevine that it just might be Macabre. Welcome to Monday Morning Macabre, the dramatic reading edition, where or not really dramatic reading, more of the rumor, the heard through the grapevine.
We're
edition.
constantly starting rumors.
We're a bunch of gossip geese,
which is the biggest gossip geese. We're a whole flock of gossip
new
geese.
New podcast, the Gossip Geese,
the Flying V.
Welcome to Monday Morning Macabre, everybody, with Scones and Darcy for another week of things that make you go, man.
Well, I could have gone without hearing that.
That's our tagline.
Oh, jeez, that's real.
Oh,
God, he did what? Oh, jeez.
It's May, and as you've all heard before, April showers, they bring Mayflowers. And the Mayflower brought death to thousands. A little trickery right there.
A little haiku by Dars.
Yeah, exactly. It's 575. Don't read into it too much.
I didn't see as many It's Gonna Be May memes this year.
True.
Is that
on the
out?
way out. I think it's the pandemic, really. Nobody's talking about it's gonna be May.
Nobody's talking about it.
Nobody's talking. We're breaking the story here.
We're
live.
finally someone's talking about it.
Finally. Also, I want to make sure we get this in at the top of the show. Shout out to the Patreon listeners for your continued support. As everyone knows, we are ad-free and independent, meaning we have no one giving us that sweet, sweet capital, except for you, our listeners.
We never talk about our wonderfully comfortable Casper mattresses. How much money
Bombas socks.
How much money we can save on stamps.com.
Exactly. How you can build your own website easily with Squarespace. We don't get into any of that.
None of it. Because who wants to hear that?
Because we want to keep it clean.
You guys would rather hear us tell haikus.
Haikus about the Mayflower and horrific things that happened thereafter. So we appreciate that. Feel free to check out the Patreon if you want to help out the show. We talk about cryptids in our latest episodes.
A couple of Crypt Daddies
came popping out. Check those out. And we appreciate all of you who are Patreon members and all of you who are listeners. Guys, happy May.
Happy May.
Happy Monday.
I mean, by the end of this month, isn't everybody going to be vaccinated? Hopefully.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
I should say we're from the U.S., so it's scheduled.
I think we got our shots on the same day, unbeknownst.
Ooh, look at us.
When do you get your second shot? Because I know we're one stickies.
I get it on the 20th.
You get it on the 20th? Oh, I got mine I'm getting mine on the 13th.
I get mine on the 20th year in that.
I'm gonna have a full week of super vaccination before you even get your first shot or second shot. So you better watch out. That's all I'm saying.
Well, when I get my second shot, I'm really going to put it to the test. I'm going to see how many different... Am I impervious to death?
Yeah, Scones is going to do the catch the bullet in his teeth magic trick. He's going to jump from building. It's going to be like Heroes. You guys remember Heroes?
Yeah, let's get into Heroes reference. That's what the kids want.
Season 2, are you kidding me?
Do you think Marvel and their success has just totally eclipsed Heroes?
Heroes? Yeah, I think Heroes cinematic universe has taken a pretty big hit as of late.
The demand's just not there for Heroes content anymore.
The Heroes content it's dried up, unfortunately. But Scones, this week, I'm gonna be bringing you a real spooky creeperton.
Ooh, creepy, scary boy?
Yeah, a creepy, scary boy. For real, on God.
Oh, true.
As the kids say.
I saw a very funny meme today.
Mm-hmm.
And it was...
This sounds like two elderly people talking to each other.
I saw a
very funny meme today. My grandson.
It was Mulder and Scully. Is that their names?
Yep.
From X-Files?
Yes.
It's them squatting over with cigarettes in their mouths, and they're wearing Adidas tracksuits. And it says, "The truth
doing
is,
slop squats.
The truth is, we out here." And
there's your verbal meme for the week.
A meme.
Scones' meme corner. Thank you, Scones. Applause, everyone in your car. Get your hands off the wheels of your car and give him a round of applause. This week, I'm going to be bringing Scones something a little creepy spooky. And he's gonna be just like you, the listener, hearing it for the first time. And this week is one that is it's wacky. Let's say that.
It like we'll in a less wacky. Scary. It's hurt my feelings. No,
there's still macabre. It's a murder, so it's macabre, but it's got an interesting ending. I'll leave that cliffhanger there.
Ooh, that means that you, listener, has to listen till the end now. That's what we in the biz call a little hook.
A little cliffy hangeroni.
So right before he tells the thing at the end, we can just pack it with ads.
Yeah, you're going to hear all about Squarespace and Bombas.
Hell yeah.
But this week we're going to be talking about Matthew Gibson, who... there's not like a good title for this, really.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
When we talk about Matty G...
Yeah, it's not like the belt buckle strangler or something. Or
right, exactly. It's just like Matthew Gibson, the guy who drove 250 miles to turn himself in. That's not like an exciting title, but that's the long and short of it.
Why would he? It seems like the meme, again, verbal meme corner, with the guy and he's doing a kickflip with a rake and then it just hits him in the face.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's the interesting part, is why he turned himself in. So without further ado, band... Ado me further.
Whoa.
Jenny's in the background shaking her head.
We should just start fist fighting our band like in the Eric Andre show.
Okay, we'll do it right now. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Fight! Good slinging dingers Hell in a Cell just took place with us in the band, and we came out victorious as expected.
Smoked them.
Here's the deal. I'm going to read to you an article that gives you the summation of the murder in question and the confession. And then I'm going to read to you some more details that have been dug up. That'll have you going, what?
You're going to hit me with those dumbfounding, dug-up detailed daddies?
Yeah, I'm going to hit you with some daddy deets that'll dumbfound your...
This is a little ditty right now.
Jack and Diane once said...
Sucking down chili dogs.
Yep, exactly. All right, let's get to it. Enough lollygagging. So this first article... That'll be a good summary of the case, is from the Charlotte Observer, written by Mark Washburn.
Great guy, a local legend in...
Yeah.
What do you say, Charlottesville?
It's from the Charlotte Observer.
Oh, Charlotte.
So, Charlotte. I'm assuming North Carolina, but could be... I'm sure there's plenty of Charlottes.
Probably.
So, a pang of conscience drove a Western North Carolina man across the country...
I think it's the North Carolina one.
Yeah, I think so. I think we figured it out. And into prison for the next decade. Matthew Gibson, 55, left his home in Velas, a rural Watauga County settlement near Boone, for Arizona this summer, where he told authorities that he had beaten a woman to death and hidden her body beside the Colorado River. His story checked out. Police in Bullhead City, a desert oasis in western Arizona about 100 miles south of Las Vegas, examined their unsolved murder and found the case of Barbara Brown Agnew, 38, whose half-clothed body was discovered in thick riverbank scrub in 1997. Gibson, a former meth and cocaine user, told police that he'd been beset by guilt over the crime for years and finally decided to get it off his chest. He's quoted as saying, "I had no intention to take a life." Gibson said in a statement to police, "But it did happen, and I, as a man, will accept my punishment."
It's just a prank, dude.
That is not the reaction. Okay, first of all, he says, "I, as a man, will accept my punishment," but he also waited, 17 years?
A long car ride.
Before, this happened in 1997, and in 2014, he turns himself in. So, not really,
Not a great guy.
Not a great guy. So he was a meth addict and cocaine user. So drugs are 100% a role in this whole ordeal.
Remember that, kids.
Remember, kids. Don't. Scones, what's the moral here? I'm not sure. I don't think I'm following.
What a dare stand for? I don't remember.
Defense against the real encounters.
Yeah. Wait, is dare even dare's not a thing anymore, right?
No, dare,
this is another
dare
reference
is no
that's
longer
going to, along with heroes, it's going to be lost on some people.
Yeah, a lot of listeners are going to be like, what is heroes and what is dare? Who is Ronald Reagan? So even before Gibson showed up, the long simmering mystery of Agnew's death was full of odd twists. Agnew's husband told police that on the night of June 23rd, 1997, she was kidnapped from Kingsman, Arizona, about 35 miles from Bullhead City. An unknown woman forced her into a car and sped off, investigators were told. A week later, her decomposing body was found on a Colorado River embankment on the edge of Bullhead City. An autopsy showed she died of powerful blows to the head. Investigators learned that Agnew, who was mentally troubled, claimed people were out to get her. She said she was a full-blooded Seminole Indian from Florida. Then her case went cold for 17 years. Gibson was born August 13th, 1959 in Newark, New York, a village on the Erie Canal. He told authorities that he suffered physical, mental, and emotional abuse as a child.
Oh, this is a pattern.
A classic Monday Morning Macabre life story.
Wait, does he have like the Mickey D's like 3 for $3 menu?
Yeah, he's got the 3 for $3 of fire starting, animal cruelty, and wetting the bed. I don't actually know about those, but
okay.
The 3 for $3 is the McDonald's triad.
That's what I said. The Mickey D's 3 for $3 menu.
Yeah, the Mickey D's 3. Yeah. So
hold on, wait. Can you hear? There's a dog behind me like snoring. Can you hear it?
No.
All right. I don't think
it's raining. It's pouring. A dog behind you snoring.
She is sawing some logs.
So he started drinking and using marijuana at 18. Later added methamphetamine, LSD, and cocaine. He quit all of it a few years ago, he said. Court records obtained Friday by the Observer show he's been married twice and has 2 children, where their whereabouts unknown to him. One of his sisters lives in Villas, and the other 2 siblings live in other states. When arrested, he told police that he had 2 jobs in the past year. He got fired from the second one, he said, when his employer wanted him to go to a psychiatrist and he refused. On June 5th, Mary Garcia, a detective in Bullhead City, got a call from police in Winslow, about 250 miles away. A man was in their department trying to confess to a murder that happened in the 90s in Bullhead City. Garcia hit the road. Gibson told Garcia that he met Agnew one night after midnight and took her back to his trailer on 1st Street. It is unclear if they met for a sexual encounter, to use drugs, or both, Garcia later said in a statement. Gibson told her that the woman, he didn't know her name at the time, was, quote, loud and obnoxious, and he, quote, wanted her gone, but she wouldn't leave. He picked up a heavy Maglite flashlight and struck her repeatedly. He told Garcia, then he rolled her body into a sheet and dumped it on the riverbank. He left Bullhead City a few months later and drifted to Las Vegas and continued using drugs, Garcia said. Though Gibson seemed polite and talkative, he became evasive when she tried to pin him down on details, saying he couldn't remember.
I mean, that I believe, though. Like, wasn't this 17 years ago?
17 years prior, while you're doing heavy drugs, I can get... Yeah, that makes sense as to why you might not remember some things.
Yeah, I don't remember what time it was because I was zooted off meth and probably freaking out.
I think zooted is one of my favorite words for high that I've ever heard. Zooted.
Getting twisted.
Getting twizzlered.
My favorite Don't Do Drugs commercial is when it's the kids...
Yeah,
in the diner, and all the other kids like, "Yo, we're
the
gonna
basketball one."
No, I don't know what they're doing, but anyway, they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna go smoke or whatever. Like, you want to come?"
Yep.
And the kid's like, "No, I have homework."
Yeah, he gets like a free grand slam or whatever.
Oh no, the kids are like, "Yo, we're gonna go get twisted. You want to come?"
Yeah.
The kid's like, "No, I have homework," and then all the kids leave, and then he's like, "Can I get the check?" Yeah, and the diner guy's like, "It's on the house." And it's like, remember, kids, if you don't do drugs, you might get breakfast for free once.
Yeah, it's like, oh, sick. I got an omelet from an old creepy dude.
I got an old omelet while all my friends got to go get twisted.
What's the one where... There's one where, like, they're playing basketball. Or, like, it's something like they were like, yo, we're going to go get, like, like that twisted or something like that. Or no. They're like, yo, bro. Okay, they're playing pickup basketball. And one of the kids goes, hey, bro, you want to smoke? And he goes, only smoking I do is when I smoke clowns like you on the b-ball court. I was like,
and then the whole crowd goes wild.
Some old guy was like, wrote that down.
This is how kids talk.
Yeah, he's like, I fucking nailed it. I hit it out of the park.
I think actually my actual favorite ones are the ones that are just a yellow piece of paper and like a pencil drawing.
What?
It's just a weird little animation and the dog walks up to like the stick figure on the bed. He's like, ever since you started smoking weed, you don't take me for walks anymore. And then the kid's like, I don't know, man. And then the dog just walks away. And I'm like,
shit,
that's it.
Yeah. There's so many good ones. I think anti-drug commercials are some of the worst commercials. That and like the kid who like melts into his couch. There's just a myriad of weird ideas for like representing someone smoking. Doesn't make any sense.
It's amazing.
Anyway. Oh yeah, so he says he can't remember. Again, drugs. Garcia is stated as saying, unless Matthew Gibson has killed others, I seriously doubt that he does not remember the details of the bludgeoning death, she said in a statement. According to a Scripps-Howard analysis of FBI data, 3 other women besides Agnew were bludgeoned to death in Mojave County,
what was
Arizona.
That word? A Scripps? What was the name you said?
Okay, Scripps-Howard is it's like a company. It's a title.
I was like, what is that?
Yeah. No. Yeah, it's an organization. 3 other women besides Agnew were bludgeoned to death in Mojave County, Arizona in 1997 and 1998. By 2012, none of the cases were solved. A week ago, Gibson was sentenced to 10 years by Rick Williams, a Mojave County Superior Court judge. Garcia said Gibson gave details that only the killer would know, like clubbing her with a flashlight. But were it not for his guilty conscience, the case would probably have never been solved, said Bullhead City police spokeswoman Emily Fromelt. Matthew Gibson's name was never linked to or brought up in this cold case murder, she said. We didn't even know he existed until he turned up at Winslow PD to turn himself in. So that is the...
So they think... Wait, he only confessed to one of them?
Well, he only killed the one woman, Barbara Agnew. So he only killed Barbara Agnew, but he came and confessed because of a guilty conscience, or so they thought in 2014.
Ooh. Sucker, you thought.
However, later, actually a few days later, honestly.
Like an hour.
TBH. There's another more interesting reason as to why the man confessed. And that's why it's because of this confession reasoning why I chose this, because I thought it was pretty interesting. So here's another article on CNN.com titled, After Creepy Messages, Man Confesses to Old Murder. So we got a little intrigue now. We got some creepy messages involved. So, he never knew the name of the woman he killed all those years ago back in Arizona. Then Matthew Gibson started getting mysterious messages, at least some bearing the name Anita Townshend.
Oh man, this is like Circleville letters, dude.
Yeah,
Westfield letters.
We're getting juicy and wacky soon.
Getting that the wacky juice flowing.
Yeah, we got that wacky juice. So according to police, in June, the 55-year-old drove from his North Carolina home all the way to Arizona, where he walked into the Winslow, Arizona Police Department and confessed. The thing is, as the Charlotte Observer newspaper noted, which is what I just read, in breaking the story Monday, the name of Gibson's victim wasn't Anita, it was Barbara Brown, and police didn't know anything about Gibson. So Gibson shows up, and he's saying, like, Anita Townshend is why he's confessing. And he thinks that these police are going to be like, haha, we knew it.
Gotcha.
But, well, so I'll continue. I think because he recently found religion, he was starting to feel guilty and wanted to do the right thing, said his attorney, Ron Gileo. Gibson had never had any run-ins with the law, not even a traffic ticket. He could have gotten away with this, Bullhead City Police Detective Mary Garcia said, who was also in the former article. Instead, he was recently sentenced to more than 10 years in prison. The saga began in 1997 when police found Brown's body along the Colorado River in Bullhead City, about 50 miles southeast of Las Vegas. It goes on for some of the summary, which I just explained, so I'll skip over that. Then this summer, the messages started arriving. He got text messages, police said, and the Observer reported he told authorities he had gotten a telephone call from Walmart telling him Townshed's prescription was ready. He also got a Walmart advertisement with no return name or address, according to the newspaper.
Walmart's behind us.
Well, so he felt, according to the police report, that he had, quote, a contract on his head.
Big Walmart's coming to get him?
Yeah, he got a call from Walmart and then an ad from Walmart, and his guilty conscience has convinced him now that somebody knows what he did. Ooh. And that there is a group of people coming after him.
It's an I know what you did last summer kind of vibe.
Exactly. From Walmart.
But scary.
They're like, I know what you did in aisle 5.
We got the rollbacks.
Yeah, exactly. On June 5th, he walked into the Winslow Police Department and said he wanted to confess to a crime, according to the police report. Bullhead City Police, alerted by colleagues in Winslow, searched their files and found Brown's death. They got a warrant for his arrest. He pleaded guilty to manslaughter last week and was sentenced to 10.5 years in prison. I had no intention to take a life, the Observer quoted Gibson as saying in a statement to the police, but it did happen, and I as a man will accept my punishment. Jaleo said his client has always said he never wanted to kill Brown, and he is very remorseful after all this happened. So I was like, that's wacky.
That is wacky.
That Walmart somehow forced this guy to do this.
Dude, listen, Walmart it's a gem. If you want to get your eyesight checked like 3 feet from a subway, go to Walmart.
Hey, you want to buy curtain rods and just have gross deli meat smell? Go to Walmart.
You want to get shoes that fall apart after wearing them 4 times and then also get flowers?
Do you want to do your taxes and get your nails done at the same time?
Go to Walmart.
Go to Walmart. So then I found an Unresolved Mysteries post about this case. And they go into a little more detail about the Walmart stuff. So his name, the poster was Homelander 619.
What?
So the boys reference.
Oh.
Their post on Unresolved Mysteries goes, I believe it's an article clipping that they've
I thought you meant the poster was of Homelander. I was like, wait, how long ago was this?
It was posted by someone with the username Homelander619. It goes to say, his name was never in any report. We didn't even know he existed, Mojave County Assistant Prosecutor Jay Zach said Tuesday. The man grew suspicious after he began receiving text messages and voicemails from Walmart telling him that Anita Townsend's prescription was ready for pickup. Gibson, a former cocaine and meth addict, provided a written statement to authorities last month. Only the good Lord knows what that night was all about, but I'm deeply sorry for that night, he wrote. For years now, I have wept over this and it has been heavy on my soul. His lawyer said the feeling propelled Gibson to drive about 1,800 miles this summer from Velas, North Carolina to Winslow, Arizona, where he went to the police. So he literally drove across the country.
Yeah.
After getting texts and phone calls from Walmart ads. So Gibson did not know the name of the woman he killed, so he concluded that Anita Townsend must have been the victim and that someone was playing games with him. So he thinks someone knew about the murder,
and that her name was Anita
Townsend. He was so paranoid about it that he thinks that they're texting him under the guise of Walmart.
Wait, what's her actual name?
Her actual name was Barbara Agnew.
Okay.
And Walmart was just calling him for some random lady's prescription that had absolutely nothing to do with anything.
Dude, don't do drugs, man. You get the wrong mail, all of a sudden you start thinking someone's coming to get you.
When he was sent an envelope containing an ad from Walmart, but with no return label, he came to believe that there was the contract on his head. So he thinks someone's playing with games with him. He thinks someone's put a contract on his head.
Does he think if he confesses, the contract will be off?
Well, I think it's a mixture of guilty conscience and also like if I turn myself in, I'll be safe in prison.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say I don't think that's how contracts work, my dude. I think they're coming to kill you regardless of where you are.
Yeah. So he drives across the country, confesses to a 17-year-old cold case, and that is how they finally get closure on the murder of Barbara Agnew.
That's weird.
Is because of Walmart's ads just not being good and targeting the wrong person for prescription pickups.
I hope Walmart hears this and is like, yes, we did this. Send more useless ads.
One of them was, imagine being Anita Townsend and wondering why the fuck Walmart is taking so long with your meds and then finding this out.
Yeah, it's like Pepe Celia. Like, not only is she not the dead person, she's wondering where her mail is for weeks.
Yeah. It really goes to show like just how much a guilty conscience can play into like paranoia and how even the smallest thing could just make you be like, oh no, somebody knew what happened.
Yeah, it's like this is kind of like it's like a modern day version of the Telltale Heart, a modern day American South version of the Telltale Heart.
It's funny because one of the comments is Edgar Allan Poe's The Telltale Heart is a similar earlier example.
There you go.
That's literally one of the replies.
Hey, mean that reply guy on the same way.
Hey, you and you/American.
I thought it was going to be some horribly offensive name. They're going to be like, you and him are on the same wavelength.
Yeah, that would be.
He's way less of a monster. I mean, he still killed someone, so you gotta.
Yeah, he's definitely a monster. But I don't think you can.
Way less so than some of the people we talk about. For sure.
Definitely agree. He's definitely not on the same caliber as some of them, but he is still a piece of garbage who I'm glad is in jail.
For sure. But also when he got interviews by like, I felt guilty and I thought Walmart was coming to get me instead of the other people. And they're like, why'd you do it? And they're like, cause their blood felt good in my eyes or some weird shit. Like,
well, the dog next door told me that the devil was gonna, it's like, okay, you're a little nuts, Mr. Berkowitz, but did Walmart get you? Nope. Only this guy.
What if Walmart was like some Punisher style, like just putting out hits on people, like on murderers?
Yeah, all the elderly gentlemen who tell you to have a nice day, all the greeters are really like agents of a Walmart conspiracy group who know and track down murderers.
They're all like retired from like elite death squads. This is like a graphic novel right in itself right now.
Okay, I think we're on to something big. We should stop talking about this on air.
We should go over to the Sling and Dingers literary team.
Hey, Sling and Dingers literary team, write this down.
It's a big company, all right? There's lots of different...
Yeah, we got a lot of departments. And the literary division is one of the biggest.
Did you see they stopped in the Sling and Dingers like room? They just stopped giving out donuts now? We have to buy our own donuts?
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up, like, honestly. Like, I guess there's budget cuts or something, but...
Couldn't be because of us.
It couldn't be us. We're the ones bringing in that sweet, sweet dough.
And we need this full band. I don't care what they say.
We need this full band, and I need my daily teeth treatments to keep them white and sparkling.
Yo, fun fact that I learned this week. You know upright basses? Are you familiar?
I'm familiar with the upright bass.
Do you know how much upright basses cost?
You also listened to an Eric Andre interview.
Yes. A standard one is like
weird.
$80,000.
Yeah, for like a real one.
Yeah.
$80,000
for an upright bass.
Is it Speakeasy? Was that the ones?
I think so. With Paul F. Tompkins?
Yeah. This is weird.
It's a great series.
Do we know this? Yeah, I was literally listening to Speakeasy like all week this week.
That's really weird. Me too.
Did you see the one with Scott Aukerman where it's literally just an episode of Comedy Bang Bang, apparently?
They should bring Speakeasy back. Anyway, Sling and Dingers, try to buy the rights and revive Speakeasy.
Yeah. This is no longer Macabre.
No, it's just a fanboy section right now. But
yeah. Anyway, guys, have you gotten any emails from Walmart, guys and gals?
Do you have anything you want to tell us?
Do you want to confess to something on air? Because that'll be a hell of an
before
episode.
They fucking
and will probably
Walmart
drive ratings.
Fucking gets you.
If so, contact us at our socials. Twitter, MMMacabrePod. Instagram, Monday Morning Macabre. Or go to mondaymorningmacabre.com for Patreon info, merch, etc. and support the show.
Yeah, Patreon.
We appreciate it.
Def check out if you're like, oh, one episode a week? That's so crazy. Like,
that's so lame, dude.
So
I want like
dumb.
another 16 to 20 hours of content for $6.
And then some weird videos of guys eating wings. Or nuggets. I don't even think they were wings.
Yeah. So check all that out. And above all, have the goodest of Mondays.
Have the greatest of Mondays.
Goodbye.
Boy.